everyone, and welcome back to another video. I've got two lists that I want to try out for Arlong. If you saw my last video on locals, shout out to everybody from my locals for rekindling the enjoyment for this deck. It is just aggressive. We got Arlong, two different deck profiles, one with Noah's Ark, and then one with just, I don't know, just some generic cards, right? And this one doesn't have vendor deckhand. Just going for more aggressive plays, right? But before we get into this, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and if you want to support me, you can check out my links in the description. I've got a coupon code for Nen Garden. You can use my code StrawHatPecan for 5% off on top of their sales, which they're running a 1-year anniversary sale. So you can check that out in the description. Code stacks on top of that, like I said, and they've got a lot of dope stuff, always releasing new things, like this Chopper playmat, really nice. Let's get into this. If you don't know Arlong, he is green and yellow. Don ×2 when attacking. Rest a Don. Very similar to Blue Doflamingo, the more popular leader of this style, I think. And then you can play a 4 or less with a trigger from your hand. But ours come out active, which is nice. Your opponent can't just swing into it. And as you can tell, we have a lot of very nice trigger bodies that we can play or like have some good effects from our hand. So obviously, there is just a lot of shenanigans you can do with the new EBO2 card Buggy that gives your leader double attack if there's no other Buggy on the board. So this is great to do early game, right? Obviously, you can't really do it more than once unless they KO or get rid of your Buggy. We got Corby, which is honestly, I very underrated this card when I first played with it. A 4 cost that just rests any character, right? Because our leader does have that East Blue type. So when you're going for game, this is really nice. Or if you're just looking to apply more pressure, just being able to rest anything. He also plays out of life, so can actually save you quite a lot, right? He does have a 3k stat line, but that's why we've got the Demonic Aura event in to just like rest one of these 3 or higher characters that you don't really want to swing with because you have to commit 2 Don to, but they can be used to rest a 5-cost blocker. We got Hachan, a 2k counter that plays for free out of life, which I know I just said maybe we don't want to commit Don to these lower stat line characters, but having just something play out of life can be quite useful against certain matchups like Blackbeard or something where you just need more swings to go through. So even if you have to commit 1 Don to it, it can be quite nice. We've got Arlong 4/6 on play. You can discard a card from your hand up to one of your opponent's rested leaders won't be able to attack. So they'll become active, but they won't be able to attack the next turn. Really nice. I don't know if this is used in Zoro, like Green Zoro coming up too much, but it, I think this card has seen a decent amount of play. I think some builds did run it. We got Onami, just gives our leader banish. On play gives one of your leader or characters banish, and then out of life KOs a 5 or less. We got Beji, just triggers to stop a attack out of life. We got Cracker, one of the better cards to get out of life because Don ×2, if your opponent has, if you have less life than your opponent, he gains plus 1k power and also gets double attack. That plus 1k power also lasts on your opponent turn if you still have less life than them. So something to keep in mind, he would be 6k on your opponent's turn. It's not just on your turn. We got Inarashi. Don ×2 when attacking, you can trash a card and then KO one of your opponent's characters with a cost equal to that of your opponent's life. He also plays for free out of life if your opponent has 3 or less. We got Kikinojo, 4/6 on KO. If your opponent has 3 or less, you heal. And also same as Inarashi. We got Nekomamushi, 4/5/1. Don ×2, he can attack active characters. This is really nice to get through blockers, right? If you just swing into the blocker, say you're going for like a double attack with a Buggy off of leader, you can put 2 Don here, swing into like a blocker. Hopefully they don't want to counter out, right? S-Shark, I like this card. I don't know if all the builds are running it still, but so 4/5/1, Don ×1 when attacking, your opponent can't activate blockers, so unblockable is pretty good. And then trigger, you may discard 1 card from your hand. If you have 2 or less life cards, play this card. So is another body you can play out. I got Hawkins. This is nice because it's something to play out early that your opponent wouldn't want to swing into. Here's easy 4/5/1 on KO, trash one of your opponent's top life cards. And then out of life, he draws 2, trashes 1. So that's pretty good. Then, like I said, Demonic Aura. This is a 2 Dawn event. Give one of your leader characters plus 3,000 power. And then you may rest a cost 3 or higher character of our own to rest one of your opponent's 5 or less. So, like I said, you can rest one of your lower stat lines to rest like a 5 cost blocker and possibly go for game. Also, just having that 3 Dawn of value for 2 Dawn is just quite nice. And then out of life, it rests a 4 or less. So that is the list. Like I said, I'd like to try this out maybe for a couple games. Basically a very similar list, adding in Noah's Ark and Vanderdecken just for some fun stuff, right? I think this is just funny out of life if it ever happens. Or if you're just playing it, right, you can just rest an entire body. If you have some bodies that maybe your opponent don't want to get rid of, like Hawkins or something, like you can rest all of your opponent's blockers and swing in for game. You know, I think the first list is probably better, but I want to try this out a little bit. So we'll get in some games, see how it goes with either list, and let me know if you've been playing Arlong or anything spicy in set 11. Love to hear it. Oh, we got Smoker. This could actually be really bad for me. Could be really bad for me. I think we want to try to we got second too, which sucks. We want to look for Buggy then to punish them with like a 7k or no, an 8k double attack early possibly. Yeah, the 8 cost kid could be really rough. Hopefully they just bottom deck it all. We don't have a 2 Dawn play, so we'll just pass. We have 2 buggies though, so if they get rid of 1 buggy, which they could possibly with some removal. I don't know how much Smoker's running removal now. That sucks. Okay, we'll just play out Kikunojo then and get him to block, because then next turn we'll rest his blocker and then swing in with 2 characters, right? He takes. Okay, I actually kind of underestimated how this could allow him to attack active. So if he was at 4 life, you know, maybe he didn't want to go with the blocker because the next swing could obviously be worse, right? It would be like a double attack or something like that. We could play out Arlong to give ourselves some more time to establish a wider board. And another... Ooh. Is he going to swing into Kikunojo just to get rid of it? Okay. Interesting. And also, since we mulliganed and we don't have Cracker, there's a possibility that he is in our life. Is he going to swing into my Kikunojo? He is. I don't want to give it up. I'd rather get him down to like... I'd rather hit him with a double attack and then try to get him to like 0 life. Or we could also hit him with a banish. But we'll 2-1. Okay. We're gonna go 4 cards in hand. 4 and then 7k at life to get 2-1. Alright, let's go here. Use effect. Play out Buggy. So 9k double attack. And then actually, maybe we swing... 7 in life would be nice because we get him down to 0 and he doesn't have time to play out Kid. We just go in big with leader, right? What did you get? And I forgot how Borsellino is. Oh, wait, what? Maybe it was like cycle. I don't know. Please. Oh, he buffed himself up to 8 or 6 for the turn. Okay. I don't know. I thought it was going to be like a minus my character effect. Right? It buffs your leader for 1k for the turn. Okay. Okay. Or he buffs Smoker with the Peacock. Does another one. See what he picks up. Tashigi, 2k counter. Okay, that's... Yeah. I mean, he's resting the blocker anyway, now that I think about it, to just attack into active, which really sucks. Because that's like their whole benefit of this is they come out active so we can swing with them the following turn, right? And I'm assuming he's going to just swing... Because he can just banish the life, so he doesn't care about me healing Kikunojo. It sucks. It sucks. 5 we'll take. That is good. We'll just pitch Buggy just to get another character so we can possibly swing in for game. 4 Don up is actually insane. We'll go 7 to rest your blocker and then swing in from there. 4 Don up, I don't think we're getting through with like 2. I can go 7 9 7 7 9. Here we go. If he's got 2 of them, yeah, there's just no getting through. Maybe we could have gotten him down to like, so that's a 4K. So we can do 2 7Ks. We can do 2 7Ks. If he minuses again and gets out of it, we'll just go 7 at life. Okay, got 2 and 1. All right. I mean, hopefully we just live. I think with 4 life we do. And then, you know, I don't know. 3 cards in hand. Even if he puts out an 8-cost kid, well, it depends because we'd lose our board. So we wouldn't really be able to get through it, which sucks. Yup. No. Okay. Not what I was expecting. Oh my god, he is going for game. I'm scared. Okay, so we got a 5. Oh my goodness. 2 7s that are banish. A 9K. Ooh. Alright, we only have 2K counter in hand. Oh my god, it gets even higher. It gets even higher. I forgot because of that. Alright, 9. That's fine. 1K. I mean, he's given the high swings first with the banish. I can still get out of a 5. Cracker. I wasn't going to pitch for that anyway. Right, we'll probably just keep all of our cards in hand. So 3 swings left. He can form 5 we counter out of. And then we're good. Oh, okay, yeah, GG. I think he realized that he left or couldn't win. We got Aggro Luffy. We're losing all the dice rolls, man. No, I think we will mulligan that. That was a very awkward hand. Okay, it's similar. I was looking for Arlong just because it helps against ooh, I don't know. I think we should counter out of this because all the swings will just get a lot higher. I kind of want to get him down to possibly 3 life for a lot of our bodies to come out. Right? And then we can possibly delay it a little bit with Arlong. He does take. Okay. We don't have a lot of counter though. We have 2 2Ks. 4 Dawn. Oh, my Buggy. Didn't expect that. He can still do pretty big swings though. We'll counter 2 for one of them and then we'll probably just take the next because it's going to be 8K. Cracker will pitch Kikanojo. Okay. That's pretty good. We do have equal life, so it's not like we can really do anything with that. We can just go 7 and 8. And play out Arlong. Off of that, pitching an Arlong. Pitch you so you can attack. 8 at life. He's got a big hand. And getting rid of our Buggy really hurt because that 6K swing requiring a 2K. He's taking it a lot. But, like, so maybe he does have a lot of bricks. There are a lot of bricks in these decks, I think. Well, there he goes. He got a 2K counter. Where did Zeus come from at? Set 11? I didn't really open up a lot of set 11, so I didn't see too many of like the vanillas or like the 2Ks or a lot of the bulk. Plays out Honesty Impact to get rid of our Arlong. He's playing like just a lot of removal, and then I can't defend that, so that sucks. Wow, this is awful. We'll just get him down to 1 life, I guess, or no, 0 life, and then we'll keep in. Do I just swing the biggest I can? I don't think I care about playing out Hachan. I think we just swing in this circumstance. 13, and then we just go 14 at life the next turn, resting any blocker if he plays one out. If he plays out a second blocker, I don't know what to do about that. I think we need Demonic Aura for that, right? That would be your way to get through it. But then that's when attacking for this, so we'd have to play this out. Yeah. Oh, he is not playing out a blocker. 7. We'll take Nekomamushi. I think we can counter out of whatever, right? It was 8. We'll keep this to go for a game. I think we're good. No? Okay. All right. So we'll just buff leader. And then just swing in 16 and then 5. He's got a lot in hand. Okay, GG. That was pretty big hand, but it was a lot of bricks, it seems. Now, there was some counter, but not a ton. I guess he didn't have any blockers though, so I was expecting him to try and go for game with these 4 swings, but I guess he just left one up to bluff. I don't know. We got Boa. Losing every dice roll doesn't feel great, and we are going second, so yeah. Very sad, very sad. I haven't seen a Boa list for set 11 because I just assumed how it just, I don't know, against up Luffy, it just feels rough, you know? Like, how are you gonna survive? You're swinging a lot of 5s with leader because you're kind of playing curves to bounce stuff and get your leader ability online. I don't know. Maybe you could at least just abuse pudding, like the 4-cost pudding, just like play it out, bounce it back with like 4-cost law, and like make sure they never have a big hand size. So you never know. And maybe I will revisit the deck because that was like, I don't know. It was one of, ooh, that's rough for me. It was one of my favorite decks for a bit. 7 at us will take, yeah, we're gonna rest that because I'm gonna go swing in for double attack 8k now to get you down to 3 life. Because you have 4 in hand, you got rid of a 2k, and you played at a blocker, assuming that it was just going to swing. See, we were going to be able to just block out, so that was kind of lucky for me. They might have the counter, right? They do not. Okay. That is unfortunate. That's unfortunate. That is very unfortunate, you know? I mean, they probably run like 3 or 4 copies in the deck. Maybe. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what a Boa list in set 11 looks like. What new cards would they use? I don't know. Maybe the secret rare Luffy, right? Isn't that the blue rush that bounces back like a 4-cost? That is actually kind of could be some spicy tech. I don't know. They are swinging with Kaya to get 2 1Ks out of my hand. I will take 1. It's 2 or less life, right? Play out you. So unblockable is pretty good. 5 at us. We'll pitch another one. All right. I don't really care to get rid of Kaya, to be honest. Let's go. He's just gonna block out the next one anyway, so we'll go 7 to get like 2 cards out of hand or down to 2 life. I could play out Nekomamushi, but then I don't have a lot of counter, right? But then I can swing Nekomamushi into blocker so that I can swing this into life, right? Because if I just play this out, he's just gonna block easily. This he might take, right? So it depends on what next turn happens. He's gonna go up to 7 Dawn. He can bounce back something, maybe bottom deck something, some shenanigans. Yeah, Boa was a very fun deck, so I kind of want to see. Maybe now I'm getting ideas. That the 8-cost rush Luffy, right? I'm pretty sure it's blue. Again, I didn't really open up or have too much interest in set 11, to be honest, for like the newer stuff. I don't know. So I didn't look at it too much. I feel very out of the loop. Set 12, I feel very like, you know, very excited about. There's a lot of fun new leaders and a lot of new support for some old leaders. Alright, so he's going to bounce back my... Oh, he doesn't bounce back. I would have bounced back Nekomamushi. Oh, he didn't want to deal with the double... Or not the double attack. The block... Unblockable. Alright, so we're going to go there. Is he going to play out Kaya? Yes. Okay. So like I said, we can go 7 at there. So we can get rid of him. And then get him down to 0 life, possibly. I think, yeah, that would be pretty nice. The other option is just play out a Hanchan, which is not that crazy. So attach 5 Don, go 10. We know he probably has some counter after a few turns of Kaya to fix his hand. But only 5 in hand, so hopefully this goes through, gets me down to 0 life. Okay. That is unfortunate. Every time. That buggy has not sat out on the board once. Immediately, every time he gets played out, it's a trigger to get rid of him. I forgot that's how he got rid of the first buggy. Yeah, that is very unlucky for us. But yeah, I don't know. The more I'm playing this, the more I like... What are my use cases for Vanderdecken? I think I just want Noah's Ark to work. It's a funny card, but we need... Okay, he has 3 blockers. Dear Lord, we are not getting through. Got it. Yep. Even if I counter out with my whole hand to save this, there just ain't nothing I can do. 6 at us will counter 2. Because we're gonna need some kind of a miracle to and it's like if we just play a 1 character, what is our best option? Like, yeah, we can just swing huge to... If I play out Hanchan and he blocks out... No, because he has too many... When we propose characters with a cost of 4 left. That is so rough for me. That is such a good card for you, though. OP10. 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 Yeah, dear Lord, we have to swing 5. Play out Cracker. If he goes here and blocks out, we'll just play him back out, I guess. Yeah. Yep, just play him back out. Alrighty. Okay, our only hope is we survive this turn with 3 2Ks, and then, see, this would be a good time for Noah's Ark. I'd imagine he doesn't have too much counter in hand. You never know. Like I said, he did, Kaya a few times to fix, we'll 2K, so we don't die. 7 will take. Play you, rest you. I don't know, maybe, because I'm thinking 10 cost Kaido. Okay, no. That might have saved us then. That might have saved us. Okay. If it would have bounced, yeah, he wouldn't have been able to bounce both back to hand. If he plays on 9 cost Mihawk, bottom decks you, then we just split for game. Right? Yeah. Either way, playing against this person has given me a lot of ideas for Boa. This seems pretty nice. Honestly, just getting a block out and then getting your effect. Oh, he red rocks. Okay, and he has 3 Dawn left. Gets to draw. If he plays out another blocker. Oh, he went, no. Kai doesn't have enough. Yeah. Okay. That might have been unfortunate. I don't know if he needed to play out another blocker there. Okay, so I can go 2 9K swings. Oh, that's, I don't know how I counted it. 8, 6, right? So 9 and 9. We don't have anything to rest a blocker. We don't have anything to buff our leader. We just have to hope he's bricked up. We hope he has a lot of bricks. Either way, this has been a enjoyable match. Does he have it? GG? GG. Alright, so I'm trying out the Noah's Ark build just for like one game. I just want to see it. Like, see if we could get out of life. It'd be kind of funny. We are going second. I don't know about this. We'll mulligan. Okay. Slightly a little bit better. And we'll just pass back. Robin, a little bit better than Zoro coming out. 7 at us will take. That is oh so perfect. We're gonna pitch Arlong because next turn we're gonna go 2 double attacks. 2 7k double attacks, which is lovely, right? Imagine he has a perfect world where he has no counter and 2 double attacks go through and he gets down to 0 life. And then it doesn't even matter if we use the Noah's Ark. But yeah, like I said, like that Boa match, I think having Vander Deckhand and Noah's Ark would have been a lot better in that matchup, getting rid of the like Jozu, and so he counters out there. And Noah's Ark obviously being able to like rest that board full of blockers would have helped. But that's like very situational, I guess. Because against things like Purple Katakuri that's just restanding himself, it doesn't matter to that, right? It doesn't. I guess you could rest it with Kurobi and then KO it too, which man, I don't know. Okay. He's gonna go 6 at Cracker. We'll counter 2k. We don't get to 7 at life, 8 at life. Get him down to like 1, maybe. We'll probably play out Arlong to prevent another attack. Right? Pitch Kikunojo so you can't attack. So give him down to 1. And then we have 6k and leader to go for game maybe following turn. Honestly, yeah, okay, blocker. So maybe a better turn would have been play out Kikunojo, let him swing into Cracker, and then another swing go into life so that I possibly get a body, right? Because I'm going to go for game. I'd rather... In this situation, I'm losing 1 body, but staying at 3 life. Whereas the other one is... Unless he commits Dawn to Robin, that could be a swing, right? Who knows? He plays at a blocker and pitches a Rush Luffy. Okay, okay, so he is just gonna get rid of it anyway. Alright, so yeah, maybe... Who knows? He is... Okay, he is committing a swing there. So we'll take the swing to life. Who knows? That is... oh, wait, no, that does rest you. It doesn't do anything for me, though. Does it? I don't think so. Because it's not like I have a card to go for game with, right? I could just get him down to 0 life and hope to not die. In that case, do I just keep everything in my hand? Or do I play out... Okay. So before I make a dumb decision, he doesn't have a lot in hand. He doesn't have any Dawn open. I could swing at Sanji. I could play out 2 bodies, technically. Would a 7k... 8, right? 8k get Sanji out? I don't know if that's worth... An 8k at Sanji. Because then we're hoping that he doesn't go for game, but he probably would. He's got a lot of swings. He does have a lot of swings. I think we're just going to try and keep as much counter in hand as possible. We'll play out Hawkins, because that's a body that he doesn't want to... like, if, you know. We'll just pass. and hope that we get lucky with our life. Possibly. We always saw one Veggie. Yeah, that's kind of game, right? 5 at us, we'll counter 1. That's got to be game, right? 5 at us, we'll counter 1. He hasn't used the leader ability yet, so like he still has technically 2 more Don to work with. We'll counter 2. 7. If this gets us a Veggie, we kind of win. Okay. Counter 1. I think he could have done that a lot more efficiently. Right? I probably messed up my math on my turn. GG. We didn't even use Noah's Ark anyway. That would have rested. Okay, so that saves us 2. Because this restands when attacking, right? So, if this hit, then we just rest that. So I don't know. I don't know. He could have gotten 2 Don back earlier. So he could have gone like a 7 here instead of a 6. So if he went 7 here, we still would have won because Kurobi would have played out to rest this or something like that, right? It depends on how he sequences swings in that case. But if he goes 7 here with that Don instead of a 5, then we can't get out of it. We lose a life earlier. I don't know. GG. That felt pretty rough, man. Just getting all my stuff removed. Vanderdecken was coming up. I was thinking that like in this matchup, yeah, if he plays this out early or like the Beer Luffy, this actually could be good to get rid of it, you know? But I don't know. I think I just kind of like the other list better. Those are some games. Again, a very fun kind of aggro, right? Deck, pretty aggressive. I always kind of liked Arlong for the fact that it was like cheaper to build for the most part. There have been some cases and some times where like it used crazy expensive cards. Like there was like a regional Zoro, I think. Yeah, like this card sometimes got play in Arlong, and this was obviously pretty expensive because it's a promo that I think came from like a regional pack or something like that. But for the most part, this is, and again, there could be other lists for it, right? Very cheap, just commons, uncommons, and you can take this to locals, have a pretty fun time, you know? So I love highlighting decks like that are cost efficient and semi-competent, right? In a 4-round locals, 5-round locals, you could probably do pretty well depending on your matchups. You know, you can definitely get lucky and just hit a double attack early, you know, get some nice bodies out of life and get aggressive like that. We definitely lucked out of a couple of matches today. I'm a little bit rusty. I will say I haven't played too much lately, but I'm excited for set 12. So I'm looking to get back into the swing of things. So yeah, let me know what you think of the list. Anything we changed to differently? If you've been playing Arlong, let me know how you've been liking it. Like I said, we had the other list that I only played for 1 round and we didn't even use the new cards. So I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm just obsessed with the gimmick of Noah's Ark coming out of life to rest everything. It's just a little silly. Maybe I'll put it in Yamato one day and like stack it with the 2-cost Hiyori 2K, you know? But I don't know. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Leave a like, subscribe, and hope to see you on the next one. Bye-bye.